Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Bad Attitude Sessions with your host, Alexander Kelly. It has been way too long since anything has been uploaded to the RUW YouTube channel, and that is because we really haven't had anything to focus on. However, on the RUW gaming side of things, on the eFed, that's when things are starting to heat up. You know, Alexander just finished a feud with James Taylor, which ended up with James Taylor being fired from Real Undisputed Wrestling. There's a lot going on the gaming side of things, but we'll get to that at a later time. I am here with a guest, someone who has been a part of RUW for, I'd say, the better part of about 3 years now, somewhere around that. The man formerly known as Ghost Poison. What is up, man?
What's up, man? What's going on?
Uh, Not much is going on. How have you been recently?
Nothing. Just working.
Yeah, been busy with work.
Yep.
Well, at least you have a job. At least you're making money, so that's good.
I believe in you, bro.
All right, thanks. So the last time anyone heard from you in RUW was back in late 2021, where you gave your thoughts on the first ever RUW Saturday Night Slaughter, which has since been renamed to Decimation. And you laid out a challenge to someone who no longer works here in RUW, that being Drake Danger. And you told him that if I ever face Drake Danger again, that I'd squash him like a bug.
Yeah.
Do you still feel the same way? Like if Drake Danger was to ever come back to RUW in the near future, do you think
Yeah.
like
Drake.
what are your thoughts on that? Do you think that Drake has gotten a little stronger? Do you think
Oh, if he left, or even got just because he got fired, that just shows he sucks.
he
Yeah.
did get released from RUW? Um,
You said what?
he did get released from RUW, so he no longer works here.
Yeah. But if he comes back, man, I still believe in you, man.
You still believe in me? You still think I'm gonna take this man down?
Yep. Easy.
Easy. All right. Easy. Yeah, Drake. If you're watching, I doubt you are, but if you are watching, if you ever step foot into RUW again, one GFY is enough to send your ass packing and leave me saying bye bye, Drake. Um, and also, the last time we saw you, you were a part of the original influence in RUW. It
Yeah.
consisted of me, you, Mark Jones, and someone who no longer works here in RUW, someone we've never seen in RUW, James Wrestling.
Mhm.
What were your thoughts on the original influence?
Well, Mark's pretty good. The guy who quit, like I said, he quit or whatever. That
Yeah,
just
he just decided not to do this anymore and shut down his Instagram, so I can't contact him. He just
yeah, bro.
he's
He
just not here no more.
shows he's scared. Shows he's
It's
scared,
because
bro.
he's scared. I've actually had a lot of people contacting me saying that they want to join RUW and they would like to train. And then once I tell them everything that they have to do while training, they're like, actually, nah, you know what? Like, you can't join RUW and then just decide to just
Yeah,
not do it. Like,
got it.
you can't join RUW and be expected to just only cut promos. You have to compete. You have to back up what you say.
Exactly.
Um,
Facts.
when should the RUW universe expect to hear from you again?
Once I get situated in a job, I'm a flex officer right now, so my shift varies. So just whenever I have time, and I have a vehicle to come to Barberville.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
What you up in Lexington right now?
yeah, I'm in Lexington.
Okay. All right. Well, that's pretty good. I'm hoping to, save up money for a ring, get RUW up and running again. Hoping to get some of the people who've never appeared on RUW, but they have been signed to RUW appear on the shows. Guys like the Demon, Mark.
Just do some street type of shit, dude.
Do the street type of shit? Oh, damn.
You ever watch Street Beefs?
I did. I have a few times.
Street Beefs type of shit.
I've actually had people tell me that I should do that.
Yeah, you just get a big gigantic dog cage that you put dogs in. The big cage, just get a circular cage, and then there you go.
Just find a damn cage like it's a damn UFC.
Yeah.
All right.
You got to start somewhere, man.
True. Again, another thing I've heard from other people. You do have to start somewhere, and dude, now that I think about it, street beefs might actually be something that people are 100% invested in.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, not a bad idea, actually. Save up money to get one of them, and I'll train the people that way.
Yeah, put it in your backyard and just like get like a mower or something or a weed eater and just dirt it. Just dirt that area out. Get the grass out and stuff.
Yeah.
Kill the grass in that area.
Yeah. So the last time RUW had a show, or really even a match in general, we were partnered up with WEF Wrestling. Yeah. And a couple years ago, the owner decided to shut down WEF. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of reasons that goes behind that, but I want to know, what are your thoughts of WEF shutting down now that RUW really can't have a show or anything?
To be honest, I didn't even know that they shut down. That really sucks.
It does.
Yeah, I didn't know that they shut down. Yeah, that sucks. We're just gonna have to either wait until they figure something out or find something else to help us out with, man.
I'm trying to find something else. I've been talking to some people in TBW and also some people who have connections to people in TBW. I've been talking to them about, trying to get over there. And Chris told me that he's not necessarily interested in wrestling again, but like if something were to come up with him in TBW, mm-hmm. he would make the trip down there and me and him could run some spots and train and maybe have a match that day. So that's pretty good. So the last time anyone really heard anything from anyone in RUW, Alexander said that I said that my main goal next time is to become a 3-time RUW World Heavyweight Champion. And that championship is currently vacant, and it has been for almost 2 years now, which, if you ask me, way too long for a championship to be vacant, especially a world title.
Right.
Say the next RUW World Heavyweight Championship match involved me. Who do you see me facing?
I forgot his name. What's that guy that lives in Texas?
Mark Jones?
Yeah, Mark Jones. Even though he's on our team, I would like to see you maybe compete with him. That would be a good match.
There's a story already there.
Yeah, exactly.
After I turned on Drake Danger, Mark kind of turned on me.
Yeah.
So there's a story already brewing with me and Mark. I think him announcing his retirement is showing that he's scared.
Yep, exactly. He's scared.
He's scared to face me. He's scared to get hit with that GFY to go fuck yourself. He's scared to get hit by that. So
yeah, bro.
I don't know, man.
Unless
a lot of people.
If he's watching, he needs to make an announcement.
He does need to make an announcement. Retired or not, my man, say something. Because you're still in the business. You're still here, kind of.
Yep.
He did appear on one of these episodes. Actually, I think like a couple episodes of the Bad Attitude Sessions. You can go
Huh.
back and watch that and see what he had to say.
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to ask me?
No, I ain't really got anything right now. Who do you your opinion? Who do you want to get in the ring with you?
Well, considering Chris Nitro has been the number one contender for the RUW World Heavyweight Championship since late 2021, I see me and him going at it. You know, give Chris that shot that he earned and he deserves. So,
Hey, that would be good. That would be good. I would like to see
it
that.
would be. There's also the Demon, and that is a match that everyone has been wanting to see since RUW started, really, because mine and Demon's feud has been going on since the birth of RUW, really.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So, yeah, Mark, as you mentioned, there's a story already brewing there.
So break it down to me. What did he do?
So basically, what happened was in late 2021, like right before we had our first show, I cut a promo where I said that I would be crowning a new champion. Oh, who's this new champion going to be? I wasn't actually going to crown a new champion, but no one knew that. So what I did was I took the championship off my shoulders and I gave it to Drake Danger. And I said, here, Drake, you're the new champion. Because why not? You've earned it. You know, you've been my bodyguard. You've helped me. Here, championship is yours. I give him the title, and then I knock his ass out. I left him lying on the floor. And then I took that championship back, and I said, we ain't having no new champions here because no one did shit to earn it. All right? You are looking at your champion, the guy who has ran this business for, at this point, almost 4 years and deserves the world title because of that, Alexander Kelly. We're not having any new champions crowned here. And then a few days later, Mark lays out his opinion, and he said, you shouldn't have turned on Drake Danger. He was the best thing the Influence had going. You shouldn't have fired Ben and El Chapo. First of all, Ben and El Chapo never deserved to be a part of RUW, so
right
there's that.
They didn't
treat me like, dude. Ben and El Chapo are two people I will never re-sign to RUW. Mm-hmm. If they begged, if they pleaded with their life, no, just no. Because you didn't take it seriously the first time. Why should I expect them to take it seriously the second time?
Right.
So, yeah, Mark said that I shouldn't have fired Ben and El Chapo. And he said that he was going to bring them back, but to be a part of his faction known as the Refluence.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, Mark's comments, you know, turning his back on me. You know, I brought him into RUW. I helped build him up a little bit, get his name out there, and then he just turns on me. He trashes the Influence because he didn't like what I did as world champion. Boo-hoo, Mark. Cry me a river.
Yep.
All right. So, yeah, that's essentially the story with me and Mark, is he wasn't happy that I fired Ben and El Chapo, and he wasn't happy over the fact that I turned on Drake Danger. And then he wants to face me to prove that he is better than me.
That ain't gonna happen, bro. You're gonna watch him like a bug, like you will Drake Danger.
Exactly. Do you know who I've been trained by, Mark? I've been trained by the one and only Chris Nitro. All right. If I step into the ring with you, it's over. We're done. We're done. So, what are your thoughts on the number one contender, Chris Nitro? There's an interesting question.
I feel like how long has he had that title?
Well, Chris Nitro's never been champion, but he's been number one contender for over 2 years.
Okay, never mind. I don't really got anything to say about him, man.
You don't have anything to say about Nitro?
Nope. He's pretty cool.
Is there
Chill.
anything you want to say to Nitro, just in case he's watching?
Hey, man, keep up. Keep it up.
Keep up the good work. Keep up the
Yep.
good work, my man. I mean, he busted his ass off in that fatal 4-way elimination match, becoming
Yeah.
number one contender. Thing is, man's got to step up and decide that he wants to do this again if he wants that title shot.
Mm-hmm.
Can't just retire, leaving a title shot out in the open for anyone else to pick up, unless you're passing the torch.
Yeah.
Man, Chris Nitro, he's like I said, he helped train me. He's someone I have a lot of respect for, obviously,
Yeah.
in the business. That's why I gave him that title shot. There was a decision that not a lot of people really agreed with, but I want to know your thoughts on it.
Okay.
Right after I made Chris Nitro number one contender, it was the match between me and Drake. There are two decisions that people really didn't like, and they kind of go hand in hand.
Okay.
Drake Danger defeating me for the RUW World Heavyweight Championship. That's a decision that not a lot of the RUW fans really agreed with because they wanted to see a new champion because I was a massive heel at the time and everyone just wanted to see me dethroned and beaten. So they did want to see that, but they didn't want to see Drake as champion because they thought it was too early. Like he needed some experience. Maybe not become world champion in his debut match. But I want to know, what are your thoughts on Drake becoming RUW World Heavyweight Champion in his first ever match in RUW?
Not possible, man. Not possible.
Because it did happen.
Yeah, but you got to earn that title. You got to earn, just because you win one match don't mean nothing. You got to earn that, man. You got to put in the work, and it's just, to be honest, it felt like it was he just had some luck on him.
Yeah, and one of the main reasons that I really chose to fire him and release him from RUW was after he won that world title, he only cut one promo, and then we never heard from him again.
Really?
Proving that he didn't really earn, like, he doesn't really deserve that title. Like, if you're a champion, you have to be consistent. You have to keep showing up. You have to keep the fans interested. Like, be their champion,
Right.
And so that was one of the main reasons I released him, because he only cut one promo since becoming world champion, and we haven't heard anything from him after that. So the following year, I chose to cut him, and that was a decision that a lot of people really liked because they didn't really see Drake Danger as the top guy, which brings in another thing that the people didn't really like. Chris Nitro became number one contender, meaning he gets a title shot whenever. But a lot of people didn't really like the fact that a veteran, Chris Nitro, who has been doing this thing for, at the time, like a year, maybe a couple years, going against a rookie who has like little to no experience, yet he's the champion, Drake Danger. Like a rookie versus a veteran. A lot of people really didn't like that. Like they really thought that if Chris Nitro was going to get a title shot, he'd have to face someone with experience so the match can actually be good.
Mm-hmm.
Do you agree with that?
Yeah, 100%.
You do? Okay. Because that's something that I kind of agreed with too. So not a lot of decisions that I've made in RUW. That being said, you can be brutally honest. I want to know, in your opinion, what is the worst decision that RUW has ever made, hands down?
That's a tough one. It's necessarily not really RUW's fault. It's just the people quitting and people just
Mhm.
just being scared. That's all, really, man. That's all I could say.
The people not showing up, the
Yeah, the
people.
people not showing up and doing stuff like, but want to talk big game. Want to talk big game, but don't put in the work.
Yeah. Because like REW has had a handful of people who they are consistent with the promos. However, they talk just a little too much. They're like, even when we had our first show and I announced it on the channel, handful of people didn't show up to that show, and they
Right.
said they were going to, never did. It's not really Mark's fault he couldn't show up.
Yeah,
He's in Texas,
yeah, he's in
which is
Texas.
he's in Texas. The Demon didn't show up. Ben and El Chapo, who were still signed at the time, didn't show up.
I don't think I did, but my apologies. I was busy.
I mean, you're good. At least you have an excuse to not be at the first show, so I forgive you for that. But and besides, no one really heard anything from you up until that point. So again, not your fault. But like I said, like the people that have been heard and noticed by the RUW universe didn't show up to that first show, and that left me and other members of management a little upset. We probably could have had a few other matches on that show, and it would have most likely gotten more attention. So yeah, if anyone is watching in the chat, do you want to ask anything either to me or to my guest, Poison?
Let's see here.
There is one person watching in the chat. It does say.
I can't even see it.
Yeah, you can't see it. We'll see if anyone has any questions. We'll give them a couple minutes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Ask anything, man.
What is it?
Oh, I was just telling you to ask anything.
Ask anything?
Yep.
All right. Well, I don't really have any questions right now. If anyone in the chat wants to ask anything, either to me or to my guest, Trevor or Poison, whatever you'd like to call him, feel free. They left. So, trying to think of another question. Here's one. Who do you think, out of what you've seen in RUW and maybe even a little bit in WBF before they shut down, who do you think would be a top contender for the RUW World Heavyweight Championship?
That's a hard one. Probably Mark Jones.
You think Mark would be a top contender for the title?
Yeah.
All right. Is there anyone like outside of REW who you've heard of that you think would be a good contender for the title?
For my break, I haven't paid attention. I forgot what. Yeah, I've heard their names. I know their names. It just ain't clicking in my head. I've heard their names before, but I can't think of.
Are they in WEF or?
Yeah, WWF.
Okay. Well, we got Chris Nitro, who's already #1 contender.
Yeah.
Lumberjack, JT, Grizzly.
Lumberjack.
Destroyer, who I actually have history with.
Destroyer and Lumberjack is the ones I know.
Okay. Lumberjack, as far as I know, he got his professional wrestling license and he is currently training right now. So that's good. We have a question in the chat. I got a question for both of you. Out of everyone in WEF or RUW, who do you think had the most talent? I will let you answer that question first, Trevor.
Right now, since people are scared and just want to talk, people just want to talk and run their mouth, but actually don't show it. Besides you, all I could say is you right now.
Me?
Alexander Kelly.
I do appreciate that. And I'm, believe it or not, shockingly like the only one in RUW who's like actually had a match and wrestled. Like Drake Danger doesn't work here anymore, so he doesn't count. Demon hasn't had a damn match. I'm the only one in RUW at the moment who has had a match. So I think by default, the guy with the most talent is me.
Right.
By default. Anyone in WEF you think had the most talent out of the roster? From what you've seen?
Lumberjack.
You think Lumberjack had that talent?
Yeah.
He was very charismatic. He could cut a promo. He was really good at that. If I had to pick, I've already given my answer on who I think the most talented in RUW is. By default, this guy. In WEF, I'd have to say the most talented person is Chris Nitro. That's just my opinion because Chris Nitro, he stepped foot into RUW along with a handful of other WEF guys. However, Chris Nitro fought his ass off, winning the Fatal 4-Way elimination match. Plus, his caliber in WEF was really good. Destroyer in WEF, Parker Teague, says that he has a lot of talent, and I believe he does. And fun fact about Destroyer has actually told me that he still wants to do this. He still wants to wrestle. He misses it just as much as I do. So if Destroyer wants to step back into the ring, maybe with me, we can finish something that he started.
I want to see that.
You want to see? I want to do that. That's what I want to do. Any other questions from anyone in the chat? Or, Trevor, if you have any questions, feel free.
I'm all clear right now.
No questions right now. Any other questions from anyone in the chat? It's been fun having you on here so far, man.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
No problem.
I ain't got nothing to do. I'm just chilling.
Yeah, just chilling. I had nothing to do. That's why I got on here and chose to have this podcast. I announced on my social media that I was looking for guests, and you were the only one who said that they'd be interested in joining. So here we are. Me and you on the podcast. This is the second time that the RUW universe has heard from you, whether it's in character, out of character, however you want to put it.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, there's that. I've got a question for you. Out of what you've seen in WEF, or like even anything like outside of RUW or WEF that is backyard wrestling, who do you think cuts the best promos? Who do you think is the best on the mic?
I haven't really heard from anybody in a long time, but I would say Chris Nitro.
Chris Nitro is not bad on the mic. He's not bad on the mic at all.
Yeah.
again, if anyone else has any questions in the chat, feel free. Me and Trevor are both running out of questions to ask each other.
Yep.
So, we want to keep this conversation going a little bit. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask in the chat, whether it's directed to either me or Trevor or the both of us. Feel free to ask. Nothing inappropriate, though. Nothing controversial. Just ask anything about RUW or backyard wrestling in general, and we will answer whatever questions y'all have.
But anyway, man, if you do decide to do that street beef idea, if you plan on, instead of doing it like regular street beef style, like just UFC or boxing, if you just plan on just doing it regular wrestling, just get like a mat, like a gym mat. Yeah.
Yeah. How much are they?
I don't know how much gym mats are.
Okay, I have to look for a decent size gym mat.
Yeah. I want to see you and Lumberjack in a Hell in a Cell.
Damn, if we can afford a damn cage and build it. Okay, so I'm looking on gym mats. And damn, that's expensive. That's even more expensive. God dang.
Dang, how much are they?
They're pretty fucking expensive. They're like over $200, and some cost over $1,000.
Dang.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe something. I just need like a good rollout mat to use for this.
Yeah.
Hey, that street beats idea is actually not bad at all.
Yep.
And if I had to guess, that street beats thing, looking at how Drake used to be in RUW, that could be his style. That could be his calling. That could be his redeeming thing.
Exactly. I've been trying to do that.
The street beats thing?
Yeah.
You've been trying to get invested in that and do it?
Yeah, I've been telling people about it. I've been wanting to do it. That's like a plan I've been thinking about, just an idea I meant.
Not bad. Not bad. Get people into that. That way, if RUW were to ever do that, we'd already have a crowd.
Yep. You want to check this beat I made? Off topic. I made this beat a long time ago. You want to check it out?
Sure.
You can't really hear the bass, I don't think, but
no, not really. It's there. It's there a little bit.
Yeah. You
so
just
like, do you make music?
No, I used to when I got bored. This is from like a long time ago. When I got bored, I used to make beats and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says 3 years ago.
Damn, that was a long time ago.
Yup.
All right, well. Can't think of any questions or anything?
No, sir.
All right.
My mind's blank at the moment.
Yeah. Just about asked you anything that I could think of, so if you want to, we can hop off here.
Yeah, I mean, if we ain't got really nothing to do, we can wrap this thing up. 30-minute mark. It's been a good little session.
It's been a good little episode. I appreciate you for wanting to come on here and do this.
Yeah, no problem, man.
For anyone watching or watching this later, thank you for tuning in if you did, and to the people who to Parker Teague who asked the questions live, thank you. Next time we go live with this, please ask your questions because we do need that. Thank you for tuning in if you did, and we will catch y'all in the next one. Deuces.